Hi, and welcome to Unit PSPETH002, Uphold and Support the Values and Principles of Public Service. This is a great unit to start off with because it sets the platform for us as investigators within the public sector to work from, recognising the values and the principles that underpin what we do. All the information you need to complete the questions are in the Learner's Guide. When you get to the practical, don't forget to go back and watch the main introduction video at the beginning of the course to know where to find the template to complete the practical in this unit. Now, there is one template in this practical that has 3 scenarios on it that need to be completed. You just go through the template and complete it, making up your own outcomes to each of the scenarios. There is a sample completed template of the first scenario that sits as a PDF file under the main introduction video at the beginning of the course. And no, I don't give you an example template for each scenario. There is just the one example template. Please click on it and open it to have a look at and use it. It gives you an idea of the minimum that is expected of you in quantity and in quality for each completed scenario. Now, please don't get bogged down in the nitty-gritty of the legislation that goes with each scenario. You will need to mention corresponding legislation that goes with the matter being investigated, but don't get bogged down in it. As an example, if the scenario is based on a fraud matter, don't stress that you don't know anything about frauds. Just find the corresponding legislation to reference the matter. So let's look at New South Wales. Fraud would be section 192E of the Crimes Act 1900. How did I find this? I Googled legislation in New South Wales on fraud. It's that easy. Also, in the introduction video, there is an explanation of where to find the student sign-off form and how to fill in the student sign-off form. It's really easy. I need you to put your name at the top of the form, an X next to each subject you have completed, and that should be all of them, under the S column, and then put your name near the bottom of the form, just after the words "I have observed," then your name. That's it. You don't have to sign it, you don't have to PDF it, just save it, upload it, and lodge it. You will notice that there is a submit button with each unit. You will need to click on this to submit your answer, but there is another step to actually send it through to your assessor for assessing, and that is clicking on the lodge button. Once you have lodged the unit for assessing and completed the student declaration, which is different to the student sign-off form, the next unit will automatically open up for you. This may take a couple of minutes. There is also a review button that pops up once you have submitted an answer. This is in case you change your mind on the answer after you'd submitted it. You just click on the review button and amend your answer and submit it, or resubmit it. If you have answered an answer returned to you from your assessor to be amended, it is the same process. Just click on the review button and amend your answer and resubmit it. But don't forget to re-lodge it so the assessor can see it and assess it. If you get stuck on a question, don't hesitate to message your assessor with a query from that question. Just click on the Message Assessor button at the left-hand side at the bottom of the page while you are in that question and ask for guidance. I hope you enjoy this unit.